Have you ever marveled at the profound effect a simple smile or a casual remark can have on your entire day? How can such seemingly minor human interactions significantly shape our emotional well-being and inner peace? Imagine possessing the ability to manage the influence these energies have on your life. In this presentation, we'll delve into how Stoicism and related practices can help you sustain serenity and resilience, no matter the external pressures. 1. The influence of interpersonal interactions. Have you ever paused to consider the immense influence that interactions with others exert on our emotional states and tranquility? Occasionally, a mere heartfelt greeting from a passerby, accompanied by a warm smile, can utterly transform our mood. Conversely, an inconsiderate remark, even from someone we hardly know, can profoundly disturb us. Each word and gesture shared with someone carries its own energy, which can either uplift or diminish our spirits. It's intriguing to observe our nature as inherently social beings and how this interconnectedness molds our daily lives. But how do we handle these interactions so they enrich rather than deplete us? First, it's crucial to develop an awareness of the impact we permit others to have on us. Have you ever contemplated how often you allow another person's annoyance to affect your mood? Envision converting this sensitivity into a selective filter where you choose to absorb only the beneficial energies. Consider this practical scenario. When confronted with someone emitting negative vibes, why not imagine that this energy halts at an invisible barrier before reaching you? What if, instead of taking in that negativity, you could respond with a comforting word or a supportive smile, transforming the negative into something uplifting? Here's a challenge for you. During your next interaction, try to sense the energy of the exchange. Decide to contribute positively to the other person's emotional balance and observe how it enhances your own peace of mind. Moreover, I invite you to reflect and share your personal experiences. How has a discussion with a friend or a simple act of kindness from a stranger impacted your day? Sharing these stories can deepen our collective understanding and strengthen our bonds, highlighting our shared path toward emotional wellness. Ultimately, we discover that we are not only navigating our emotions, but also responding to the emotional currents of those around us. By becoming conscious of this dynamic and choosing constructive interactions, we enhance not only our own lives, but also those around us. This isn't merely self-improvement, it's a potent strategy for personal and communal growth. 2. Stoicism and internal control. Have you ever thought about how Stoicism could revolutionize your ability to manage your emotions and internal musings? This venerable philosophical doctrine teaches us that while external events are beyond our control, we hold absolute power over our reactions to them. It's an empowering methodology that underscores the importance of self-mastery over being swayed by external circumstances. The crux of Stoicism is the realization that our inner peace is contingent upon our capacity to detach from external disruptions and concentrate on what we truly control, and what is within our control, our actions, responses, and judgments. Reflect for a moment. How often have external disturbances, like distressing news or spiteful remarks, thrown us off balance emotionally? Consider the Stoic principle of the dichotomy of control, which advises us to categorize experiences into what we can and cannot control. By channeling our energies towards what we can influence, our reactions and mindset, we start to lead lives characterized by greater calm and effectiveness. Let me share a personal anecdote. During a significant project at work, I received harsh criticism that initially undermined my confidence. Through Stoic reflection, I recognized that my response to this critique was within my control. I chose to embrace the constructive aspects of the feedback and disregard the negative. This shift not only improved my work, but also bolstered my emotional resilience. Here's a suggestion for you. Next time you're upset by something beyond your control, pause and ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, permit yourself to release it. If it is, determine the best action to take. I encourage you to share your stories. How has Stoicism enabled you to remain composed in tough situations? Through sharing, we fortify our community and inspire each other to preserve self-control, even when faced with difficulties. Embracing Stoicism not only advances our personal growth, but also prepares us to confront life's challenges with a fresh outlook, where we are the masters of our emotions and actions. 3. Excess of content and information. In today's world, awash with a ceaseless stream of data, we often find ourselves at a junction, don't we? Caught in the relentless flood of news and information, it's easy to feel adrift in a sea of content. But have you considered what we truly gain from this constant influx? Often it appears that all we accrue is more stress and a deepening detachment from our core values. It's time for a change in perspective, a deeper examination of our habits concerning information consumption. Do we genuinely need to digest every bit of news or follow every trend? Imagine if we opted for more deliberate choices about what we let into our minds, similar to how we select food to nourish our bodies. Think about the benefits of checking news only once a day or subscribing solely to sources that truly enrich our lives. Such measures can significantly aid in regaining control over our time and mental space. Here's a challenge for you. Try spending a whole day without indulging in unnecessary information. Notice how it affects your emotional and mental state. Do you find yourself feeling more focused, more peaceful, or even happier? I'm keen to hear how these insights resonate with you and affect your habits. Share your experiences. Your stories are crucial for us to collectively explore ways to attain a more balanced approach to consuming information. By recognizing the impact of information overload and adopting effective management strategies, we not only protect our inner peace, but also reclaim our right to time and attention, prioritizing what genuinely matters. This conscious effort is a fundamental aspect of our personal growth and a crucial step toward a more purposeful and fulfilling life. 4. Preservation of privacy and personal freedom. Have you ever pondered the profound effects that the pervasive surveillance by media and technology have on our personal freedom? In today's world, it often feels like our actions, preferences, and even thoughts are constantly monitored. This scrutiny challenges not just our privacy, but our ability to maintain the freedoms and principles we cherish. The esteemed Stoic emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius offers timeless wisdom on how to keep our principles intact despite daily challenges. He taught that we can be a fortress that no external force can breach, provided we remain steadfast in our values. Imagine a life where every action was free from the watchful eyes of others, where we could truly express ourselves without the fear of surveillance. This is not only about comfort, it's about preserving human dignity. In this light, protecting our privacy is not merely a personal choice, but a moral imperative. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that even under duress, it's vital to uphold our principles because they define our identity. Guarding our privacy is a form of maintaining our integrity and autonomy. So let's reflect. What steps can we take to safeguard our privacy and maintain our personal freedom? Consider practical actions, such as adjusting privacy settings on social media or reducing our digital footprint. Moreover, why not engage in discussions and initiatives that advocate for privacy not only as a personal right, but as a societal issue? By doing so, we not only look after our own freedom, but also champion the rights of others, As Marcus Aurelius inspires us, even if the external world attempts to shape or control us, the fortress of our character and the resilience of our values can keep us free. This is a call to action for each of us. Let's fortify our resolve to preserve our privacy and personal freedoms, not just individually, but as a community. I encourage you to share your thoughts and actions on this matter. How have you been protecting your privacy and freedom amid these challenges? Your contributions are vital for us to forge a collective resistance against invasions into our private lives, ensuring that the spirit of our personal and communal freedoms thrives. Leave a resilience in the comments if you're tuning in and committed to building resilience in your life. Let's keep pushing forward. 5. Practical strategies to maintain peace. In our fast-paced world filled with endless stimuli and daily interactions, how can we safeguard our inner peace? Here are some actionable strategies that can help foster a calm environment in our lives, helping us steer clear of unnecessary negativity. Firstly, it's crucial to limit our exposure to sensationalist media. Sensationalism aims to grab our attention with shocking content, often at the expense of accuracy and depth. Why not choose news outlets known for their commitment to journalistic integrity and that provide a balanced perspective? This choice helps shield our minds from the barrage of negativity that can distort our perception and emotional health. Additionally, identifying and distancing ourselves from toxic individuals is vital. We all know people whose presence seems to sap our energy, those who carry an aura of negativity and conflict. Establishing healthy boundaries is not merely an act of self-care, but a strategic move to preserve our mental well-being. Reflect on your interactions. Do they uplift you or bring you down? If the latter, it might be time to re-evaluate these relationships. Another effective approach is to avoid entanglement in others' dramas or conflicts. While it's natural to want to help, often the best course of action is to maintain a respectful distance from situations that don't directly involve us. This isn't about ignoring the problems of others, but acknowledging that we can't solve everyone's issues. By choosing our battles wisely, we conserve our energy for matters that truly demand our attention. Why not put these strategies into action? Start by identifying a trustworthy news source, setting clear boundaries with energy-draining individuals, and mastering the art of staying out of unnecessary conflicts. Notice how these steps enhance the tranquility of your daily life. I encourage you to share your experiences with these strategies in the comments. What challenges have you encountered? What improvements have you noticed? This dialogue is a collective learning process that can motivate us all to pursue peace amid daily chaos. Remember, by nurturing our inner peace, we not only enhance our own life quality, but also contribute to a more peaceful and positive environment for everyone. This is a true manifestation of personal strength and collective transformation. 6. Distinguishing between what is ours and what is not. Ever pondered the importance of distinguishing between what is our responsibility and what lies beyond our control? Mastering this discernment not only alleviates the burden of taking on others' issues, but also highlights the importance of concentrating on our own choices and establishing healthy boundaries. It's easy to fall into the trap of assuming responsibilities that aren't ours, particularly when dealing with the problems and issues of those close to us. Yet, it's critical to recognize that, despite our empathy and willingness to assist, we cannot control others' perceptions, feelings, or choices. Recognizing this isn't a sign of indifference, but rather a mark of emotional maturity. Reflect on this principle. It's not what happens to us, but our response to what happens that defines us. Rooted in Stoic philosophy, this idea teaches us that our true power lies in our reactions and actions. Instead of exhausting ourselves trying to manipulate external circumstances or alter others, we should channel our energy into developing our own resilience and insight. For instance, if a colleague's constant negativity impacts the atmosphere, instead of attempting to change their attitude, we could choose our response to the situation. We might set a boundary on how much we let this negativity affect our day, or discover ways to protect ourselves emotionally. Here's a practical tip. When you encounter a situation beyond your control, ask yourself, is this within my control? Can I alter this without compromising my inner peace? If the answer is no, permit yourself to release that concern. Let's practice this approach. Reflect on a recent instance where you felt burdened by something that wasn't your responsibility. How could you apply this understanding to lessen stress and focus more on your own decisions and actions? I encourage everyone to share their thoughts and experiences. How have you utilized this discernment in your life? What obstacles have you encountered while trying to establish these boundaries? And how did you feel afterwards? By honing this discernment skill, we not only enhance our personal well-being, but also foster a healthier, more harmonious environment. This is the essence of personal empowerment, enabling us to live more purposefully and intentionally. 7. Self-knowledge and inner reflection. Have you considered how self-awareness can transform your interactions with the world? Developing a profound understanding of yourself is essential for grasping how and why certain interactions or external data impact your emotions. Greater self-awareness allows us to navigate life's complexities with more clarity and equilibrium. Self-knowledge extends beyond knowing our preferences. It involves a deep exploration of our minds and hearts. Understanding our emotional responses, triggers, and underlying motives helps us stand more firmly against external pressures. One powerful method to foster self-knowledge is meditation. This practice establishes a quiet internal space where we can observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, revealing thought patterns and emotional responses that might otherwise remain hidden. Another powerful tool for personal growth is maintaining a personal journal. Regularly documenting our experiences and emotions provides profound insights. It's akin to an ongoing dialogue with oneself, where you can freely express doubts, fears, and joys. This practice sharpens our thoughts and heightens emotional awareness. In addition, therapy offers a secure, professional environment for exploring deeper psychological complexities. A therapist can help peel back layers of our personality and aid in healing past emotional wounds, which enhances our understanding of how we interact with external stimuli. Here's a practical step for everyone. Consider dedicating a few minutes each day to meditation, start a journal, or seek therapeutic support if it seems beneficial. Notice how these practices refine your self-perception and your responses to the world around you. I encourage you to share your experiences with these techniques. How have meditation, journaling, or therapy deepened your understanding of your emotional responses? What new insights about yourself have you uncovered? Promoting self-knowledge goes beyond mere introspection. It's a commitment to personal growth that enables us to live more fully and consciously. By understanding ourselves better, we strengthen our emotional well-being, improve our relationships, and enhance our resilience against challenges. 8. Emotional resilience. Have you considered the crucial role of emotional resilience in maintaining balance amidst daily adversities? Developing this capacity not only allows us to handle challenges more calmly, but also helps us bounce back more swiftly from setbacks. Think of emotional resilience as a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. Certain practices and habits can fortify this inner strength, such as daily expressions of gratitude and positive visualization. Let's start with expressing gratitude daily. This simple habit can profoundly shift our outlook on life and bolster our emotional resilience. Each evening, reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. These acknowledgements don't need to be significant. They could be as simple as appreciating a good conversation or a beautiful sunset. Such practices help us focus on the positives, counterbalancing our tendency to dwell on problems. Positive visualization is another potent tool. Spend time each day imagining a favorable outcome for your endeavors and challenges. Envision yourself successfully navigating an obstacle or achieving a goal. This not only lifts our spirits, but also primes our minds to act in ways that bring these visualizations to life. Furthermore, cultivating a supportive environment is essential. Surround yourself with people who uplift and back you. Social support plays a pivotal role in emotional resilience, offering strength in tough times and shared joy in moments of success. Why not start today? Engage in these practices for a week and observe the shifts in your perspective and emotional state. Record your experiences and emotions in your journal to monitor your progress. How have the practices of gratitude and positive visualization impacted your emotional resilience? Share your stories, and let's learn together how these techniques can help us face adversities with more strength and balance. Cultivating emotional resilience is a continuous path of self-improvement. By investing time and energy in this development, we are not only enhancing our ability to handle challenges, but also enriching our life experience, making us more balanced and content. 9. Personal boundaries. Have you noticed how establishing and maintaining clear boundaries with others is crucial for protecting our energy and emotional well-being? In this constantly moving and interactive world, learning to assert our own boundaries is a fundamental skill for maintaining inner harmony and healthy relationships. Personal boundaries are the limits we set to define what is acceptable and what is not in our social interactions. They help us protect our emotional, physical, and mental space, ensuring that we remain respected and whole. One of the most important practices in setting boundaries is learning to say no. It seems simple, but how often do we find ourselves saying yes to avoid conflicts or out of fear of disappointing someone? Saying no is an act of self-respect and self-preservation. It's important to recognize that you have the right to refuse demands or behaviors that are harmful or uncomfortable for you. Additionally, knowing when to walk away from harmful situations is essential. Not all situations or relationships are beneficial for our growth or mental health. Recognizing this and having the courage to walk away demonstrates a deep self-esteem and respect for your well-being. Communicating your needs clearly and effectively is also a fundamental aspect of setting boundaries. This not only helps others understand your expectations, but also strengthens your relationships, creating an environment of mutual respect and understanding. Now, a practical exercise. Reflect on the past few days and identify a moment when you could have set a boundary, but didn't. How did this affect your emotional state? Think about how you could communicate your needs more clearly in that situation. This might be a simple adjustment in how you express your expectations or the need to be firmer in your responses. I encourage you all to share your experiences and challenges in trying to set these boundaries. How have you managed this issue? Are there specific situations where you find it more difficult? By enhancing the skill of setting and maintaining personal boundaries, we not only protect our energy and well-being, but also cultivate a deeper sense of self-knowledge and self-respect. These are essential steps to living a more balanced and satisfying life. 10. Conscious media consumption. Have you considered the significance of consuming media consciously and selectively? In our information-saturated world, it's essential to develop strategies for selecting and consuming content that benefits our mental and emotional health. Begin by choosing your information sources carefully. Opt for channels and platforms that prioritize accuracy, relevance, and positive impact. These sources should not only inform, but also enrich your understanding and personal growth. Setting clear limits on your media engagement is another vital step. You might decide on specific times for checking the news or limit your daily social media usage. These boundaries prevent information overload and free up time for other enriching activities. Equally important is the development of critical thinking skills regarding the content you consume. Scrutinize the origins of the information, the intentions behind it, and its comprehensiveness. This approach guards against misinformation and sharpens your analytical skills. To implement these strategies, start by assessing your current media sources. Determine their reliability and positive impact on your life. If needed, seek alternatives that align better with your values and contribute to a healthier lifestyle. I'd love to hear about your experiences with media consumption. What strategies have proven effective? Are there any particular sources you find invaluable? By adopting a more conscious and critical approach to media consumption, we not only enhance our mental health, but also engage more responsibly and informatively with the world. This is an active step towards controlling our informational environment and promoting a healthier, more thoughtful lifestyle. 11. Cultivating positive relationships. Have you observed the profound impact our relationships have on our lives? Our emotional well-being and general health often mirror the quality of our interactions. Thus, emphasizing the importance of nurturing positive, enriching relationships is crucial for a fulfilling life. A key aspect of healthy relationships is recognizing and distancing yourself from toxic dynamics. These are relationships that sap your energy, show disrespect, or perpetuate negativity. It's vital to identify these patterns and, if necessary, have the courage to step away from such environments. Additionally, fostering a supportive network of friends and family who share your values and provide emotional backing is equally important. These bonds form a resilient foundation that supports you through challenges and celebrations alike, offering a circle of acceptance and love. Here are a few practical tips for cultivating positive relationships. 1. Be intentional in your interactions. Invest time and effort into cultivating relationships that bring you joy and encourage your growth. This might involve arranging regular get-togethers, sharing impactful experiences, or simply keeping in touch to understand how people in your life are doing. 2. Communicate openly and honestly. Clear and honest communication forms the foundation of any strong relationship. Express your needs and set boundaries clearly, while also being receptive to the thoughts and feelings of others. Such respectful interactions fortify connections and prevent misunderstandings. 3. Celebrate others' successes. Joy shared is joy doubled. Support and celebrate the achievements of your friends and family members enthusiastically. This fosters a positive and uplifting environment where everyone feels appreciated. 4. Offer and ask for support. Be proactive in offering help to those who need it, and don't hesitate to ask for support when you need it yourself. This reciprocal support builds a strong sense of trust and security within your relationships. Here's a small exercise. Think about a relationship that is very important to you and consider ways to strengthen it further. Maybe send a thoughtful message, plan a meetup, or simply express gratitude for that person's role in your life. I'm eager to hear from you. How do you work to cultivate and maintain positive relationships? What obstacles have you encountered, and how have you navigated them? Investing in positive relationships not only enriches your life, but also creates a wider community of support and happiness. It's a continuous process that benefits everyone involved, fostering a nurturing and supportive environment. Remember, promoting self-knowledge goes beyond introspection. It's about committing to our own growth and well-being. By understanding ourselves better, we improve our emotional health, enhance our relationships, and boost our resilience. Why not start this journey today? Share your thoughts and experiences. And don't miss the next episode, where we'll explore new ways to maintain calm and serenity in any situation.